She loves to be on camera. This is probably where someone's like, you're doing it all wrong. You're a lick model. My name's Ross and I'm the other half of the Curious department. So it's my job in the design studio to come up with the designs that go on our wallpaper and our fabrics and all of our homewares. At the same time, it's me coming up with the vision for each of the rooms in our renovation project at Curious HQ. So we had a bit of a dream of always having a cinema room. We both have really busy jobs and we just want somewhere that we can come to at the end of the day, relax and almost shut the rest of the world out and enjoy a bit of Netflix. So yeah, we wanted a place that felt like a bit of a sanctuary that really spoke to what we love as designers as well. So it's very maximalist and it almost feels like a mini jungle retreat. In this room, we led with our wallpaper, which is Electric Lagoon, which is classic Curious department signature wallpaper. It's really blue and green, as you can see. So we needed paints that could complement that, but not overpower it or bleed into it too much. So we chose blue number 6 for the woodwork and green number 4 for the walls, and they're both perfect because they just don't fight against the tones in our wallpaper, which was really important to get a cohesive look. So we decided to paint our ceiling green number 4, and the reason we did it is we wanted this sort of feeling of being in a bit of a cocoon space, and also light isn't that important in this room because it is a cinema room. It's supposed to be quite low lit and relaxed as well. What we did do, which was a really cool trick, is we created the effect of a floating ceiling. So we hid a track lighting behind just a simple piece of coving. Both sides of the coving are actually the same level. It's not actually a floating ceiling, but it gives that appearance. And these are on a dimmer switch as well, which allows you to turn the lights up and down to create different moods when people are in here. So if you're having drinks, you may want it a bit brighter. If you're watching TV, turn it right down, and it's a cozy indirect lighting to enjoy a film on Netflix. So it wouldn't be right to leave this room without talking about the carpet. So we have obviously gone for a loud print, zebra print, which is from Alternative Flooring. Because it is so loud, but it's also monotone, it's just black and white, it really kind of grounds the room and it lets the colours on the walls and the wallpaper really sing as well, but keeps that maximalist feel that we love. She loves to be on camera. We did a massive kitchen transformation. Believe it or not, this kitchen was a pine 1990s kitchen. So all the cupboards were pine, all the tiles were beige with pictures of chickens and hens on them. But we actually had some blue number 6 left over that we used on the skirting boards in our cinema room. And we had a brainwave, so we decided to put them on our kitchen cupboards and added new handles and gave it a bit of a facelift with, of course, our wallpaper as well. So this is our garden room, and originally it was covered in wood, still is, but we painted the walls so it was all the same colour as the ceiling. Looked a bit like a Swedish sauna, but we decided to paint it green number 2. And the reason we went with green is because it is a garden room and we wanted it to connect to the space outside a little bit more. And this green is really fresh. It's a little bit like a sage green, which we think is really on trend and just really brought this room to life. So we still have quite a lot to do in this room. We are wondering whether to paint the ceiling a greyish colour just to make it a bit lighter and airier in here. We've still got the floor to do as well. So we're thinking a green terrazzo tile, which I'm really excited about. I'd love to have this laid in here and it'll really pull out and complement the tones on the wall as well. So in the boot room, we have continued the colour through just to connect it to the space a little bit more. The boot room is just before the bathroom that's down here as well. And in the bathroom, what we're going to do is we're going to use our swarm wallpaper that we've just created, which is covered in dragonflies, but it also has a very similar colour to green number 2 as a backdrop. So it will again keep flow going through the space. Welcome to our cocktail lounge. So this space really is for entertainment and will be used as a bar. We've got quite far with it, but there's always a lot to do. But we wanted it to feel a bit more elevated, have a bit of an Art Deco feel. So we chose to use blue number 3 in here because to me it has a real feel of Art Deco faded glamour. It feels quite luxury fashion brand as well, a little bit Tiffany in a way. What it does look really good against is brass and gold finishing. So we've got big deco mirrors and lots of gold and brass accents too, like the side tables. And then we've gone for a bit more of a plush, velvety cocktail lounge feel with the furniture, so the seating and the sofas as well. So eventually this is going to be a bar, so why not put a bar in it? So we actually got this from an old salvage yard. It's not actually a bar, it was a shop counter and it's from a shop in Mayfair. And interestingly, when we got it here, it was too big to fit through any of the doors. So we had to take it apart. So we had a carpenter come, take it all to bits, and we found loads of receipts in it for crocodile skin handbags worth thousands and thousands of pounds, which was quite interesting. Again, we love a bit of storytelling at the Curious Department, and to have a piece like this in the room just really gives us something to talk about when we are entertaining guests. It is a room that needs to be statement led, so we have quite a lot of blank spaces on the walls at the moment, and we're hoping to get some amazing murals painted at some point, just to make sure that it has that impact and drama. If we're bringing guests into a room, we want them to come in and say wow. So still a lot more to do to get to that point, but we're heading in the right direction, and I think the colour palette is a really good base to build from, and at this point with the pastels we're really getting there. They live a life of luxury, don't they? So this is our master bedroom, and we're really excited to be doing it because the vision today is to turn it into a luxury boutique style hotel room. And the colour palette for this room is really unusual. I think it's quite striking and I've not really seen it before. So it's actually going to be greige on the wall, so greige number 1, but the accent colours are orange and mustard as well, with olive too. So it's actually inspired by the Curious Department cushion. This is Coral Odyssey in orange, and it's these tones that we'll be bringing through in the accents, but the walls will be quite simple, but not too simple. So what we didn't want to do is have a big long wall with nothing on it. So what we've done is we've added this battening, which I prepped yesterday. It wasn't easy, a lot of maths had to happen, which I haven't done for years, but I'm quite pleased with the results. And what it will do when this is all painted greige, it will give us a bit of texture and interest on this wall. I also think it brings a little bit of that sort of boutique old hotel vibe. This is a Victorian house too, so it has a sort of heritage baked into it, which feels right for the space and right for the room. So I can't wait to see how it looks. So we're going to get painting. I love to see the colour go on for the first time, because that's when you start to get an idea of what the room's going to transform into. This is probably where someone's like, you're doing it all wrong. That's not how you paint. I'm super happy with the colour. Obviously it changes when it starts to dry, but I think initially it's definitely going to warm up this room and stop it just being that old-fashioned magnolia, but it's definitely very close to the sample, so it's exactly what I was expecting. It's going to be good. Can't wait to see it done.